In this video, we'll be covering the dashboard section inside a client file. Dashboard is found right at the top of your menu here. Also, if you go to search and you just click on a client's name from search, you will be taken to the dashboard page. So at the top of our dashboard, we have these cards that display a lot of information about the client file at a quick glance. And these cards are determined by what account file that you're looking at. So right now we're looking at our 2024 tax prep file. If I were to switch this to bookkeeping, this account is going to have different cards that are going to show up. And so things like balance and permanent documents, these will always show up regardless of what account that you're looking at. And then things like open events, this will only show up for accounts that actually have events that are open. So in this case, we have 13 that are open for this particular file. If I switch this back to our 2024 tax prep, that open events is going to only say 1 because we only have 1 event that is open. So yeah, the business type that you're looking at will determine a lot of what cards are shown as well as the information that is shown within those cards. And these cards also serve as shortcuts to particular sections inside the client file. So if we want to take a look at the client's balance, we just click on this. It's going to take us to the balance section of the client file. If we were to click on the appointment, it's going to take us to the appointment page. So all these cards here are going to take us to different parts of the client file where that information is found. A new feature on our dashboard page is this View Client Portal button. So if you click on this, it's going to pull up a new tab and it's going to show you what your client sees on the client portal. It pretty much has you logging in as your client. So if your client calls you and they have issues with something on the portal, you can use this to help guide them and to answer any questions or help troubleshoot problems that they might have. So you can see their documents, you can see exactly what they're seeing, you can see their menu list and whatever else that is on here that they might have questions with. So it's a pretty powerful tool if your clients are having issues with something on the client portal. Moving down on this page, you have other cards for things like account. So this is going to show the information that's been set up in the overview section. So this is where we get our account type, our account difficulty, the account user, and also the account number. If you were to click on this, it's going to take you to the overview page where you can customize that information. Moving over to client representatives, this is going to show who the requested preparer is, as well as who the user that's set up for the default communications. This is set up inside of the name and address section. So if you were to click on this, it's going to take you to that page where you can set up those two fields. File settings is going to show any category types that have been set up for the client, and as well as if disable SMS and disable the emails has been set up. And again, if you click on this, it's going to take you to name and address because that's where that information is found. You have your categories right here, and then disable emails and SMS. And then our last card is the identification card. This shows the primary and spouse. It displays their name as well as their age if their date of birth has been entered, as well as if you have a valid form of ID for them or an expired ID. So in this case, the wife's ID is valid, the primary's is expired. These are set up inside of permanent documents. So if you click on this, it's going to show you where you can upload the forms of ID as well as set up the expiration date. So that's where you can set that up. If we go back to dashboard here, if you click on the identification card, it's going to take you to the name and address section again because it links to the primary and the spouse's name. Our last section on this page is the permanent notes. And if there's been a permanent note that's been set up, it's going to display right here. Again, permanent notes on your client menu is over here, but dashboard will also display any that have been set up. If you were to click on this, it's going to take you to the permanent notes page where you can type in a new note. So that is it for our dashboard page. Definitely reach out to Adam Support if you have any questions. We would be happy to help you.